So, hello everyone. Again, our GDSC IRT has again organizes a new event for you guys and giving information regarding HacktoberFest, the great and largest open source festival organized by Ocean Company. So today I'm here to make you familiar and clear your all doubts regarding HacktoberFest. And today's speakers are Yash Goyal from CSE third year and me, Chanchal Bagel, CSE third year. Let's so today we will what the topics which we will cover in today's session. We will cover that what is open source first of all, and after that we will tell you that what is VCS, Git, GitHub, and intro to Hacktoberfest, and we will tell you that who people can contribute in the Hacktoberfest and how you can contribute in the Hacktoberfest. We will tell you how can you make PRs and MRs man to pull request and merge request, and after that we will give a practical session which would be given by Yash Goyal sir to you, and so that you can learn how can you make by your own PRs and contribute to Hacktoberfest. Okay, let's move forward. What is open source? Firstly, the question arises: what is open source? Open source is the term open source refers to something people can modify and share because its design is publicly accessible. What happens in open source? In open source, a project is publicly accessible by pupils so that they can make changes and add some new features to improve the existing features and to fix bugs if there are any. Because of this, only open source software is mostly developed collaboratively. And some of the examples of open source products are, as mentioned in the PPT, Android, Ubuntu, Linux, Mozilla Firefox, and Chromium. Um, okay, and the contributions made in any open source projects which improves its usability are called open source contribution. These contributions can be of any form, not only some software codes like we can work on improving its documentation, improving its UI, UX. Here I am telling you that many of you things like Hacktoberfest is for coders and developers only. But here we are going to tell you that how can non-tech folks can apply and contribute in the Hacktoberfest festival. Okay, then let's move forward for what is VCS. What is VCS, Git, and GitHub? What is VCS? VCS is basically VCS is basically software designed to record changes within one or more files over time. If necessary, this allows us to revert one or more files, any of their previous version, or the whole project to a previous version. Actually, what is VCS? VCS have a track of modification changes. It always have the tracks the what are the changes made by the contributor in an open source project, so that a maintainer can get information that you have to make a change in the project. If we are working on a project with many files, VCS enable us to control the whole project, and if necessary, and obviously this allows us to revert one or more files. We can also compare changes to one file between two versions in order to see exactly what was changed in each file and when it was changed and who made the change, and we can also see why the change was made. Why am I mentioning files instead of code? Right? Because Git is a universal system. Here we are going to use Git. So Git is a universal system that can be used for version control of all types of files. It can be Microsoft Word file, pictures, AutoCAD, Visual Studio projects, and many other files, graphic design files, एनी कोई भी फाइल्स हो सकती हैं लाइक कि जो हमारा जो गिट है ये गिट किसी भी तरीके की फाइल्स को कंट्रोल कर सकता है ये हमें किसी भी का ट्रैक देगा ये सिर्फ कोडर्स के लिए नहीं दे रहा होगा गिट हमें हर तरीके की फाइल का ट्रैक देता है ओके देन now I will like to give you a intro of HacktoberFest. First of all, I would like to know how many of you have already have the idea of HacktoberFest or contributed in HacktoberFest. Please raise your hand. Very nice. Many of you have already no idea of HacktoberFest. Okay. Okay, Maitri, can I know how many contributions have you made till now?
Well, ma'am, I haven't contributed yet. It's just that I have done my research, so that's why I've raised my hand.
Okay. No worry. The people who have not contributed till now, we will tell them how to contribute and make their Hacktoberfest amazing. Okay. Then Hacktoberfest क्या है? Hacktoberfest is the world's largest festival of open source project contribution organized by Digital Ocean in the month of October every year. In this festival, people made their contribution to the projects which are available at the GitHub. We will give you overview of the GitHub and Git in this session further. As a contribution, contributors can solve the issues of projects or can make changes to give a better insight to the project development. It allows to work on our skills and enhance and sharpen them in a better way. It refines our existing knowledge of programming and also help us to learn new skills. This festival has been celebrating since 9 years, and here we code for real world open source projects. I hope you all are understanding real world open source projects. Here we are having a great opportunity to make our contribution in the real world projects, which are really beneficial to all of you and make us familiar that how can we use our skills in real world projects because that is very important. Okay, let's move further now. Mm, Now we will tell you who can contribute in this Hacktoberfest. Okay, the here. So I want to clear you all that contributing to open source isn't just for technical folks who are developers. It has provided opportunities for non-coders also. Hacktoberfest is not only about developers. Now in Hacktoberfest 2022, every technical and non-technical folk can make contribution to the repos. Actually, पहले क्या था कि आप अभी 2021 तक सिर्फ डेवलपर्स ही कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाते थे लेकिन इस साल हैक्टोबर फेस्ट में क्या करा गया है कि अब सभी जिन बच्चों को जो लोग डेवलपर्स नहीं है जिन्होंने कोड अभी पहली बार कर रहे हैं उनको कोड नहीं आता है तो वो भी अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन शो कर सकते हैं उनके लिए भी ऑप्शन रखा गया है वो लोग अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन शो कर सकते हैं टेक्निकल डॉक्यूमेंटेशन से ग्राफिक डिजाइन से वीडियो प्रोडक्शन से सोशल मीडिया ब्लॉग पोस्ट मेनी ऑप्शंस आर देयर फॉर ऑल नॉन कोडर्स एंड हैविंग अ प्रोफेशनल स्किल they can contribute show their contribution in the hacktober fest how many of you are not developers here raise your hand guys Ayushi, Nihal, Anjali, Aman, you all have the opportunity to contribute in the Hacktoberfest now because here they have given option for non-coders also, and you can have the swag of Hacktoberfest, which is really cool. Okay, we will give you information that how can you give contribution to the documentation files. Okay. So now I will give you a brief explanation on how to participate and contribute. How can you participate in the Hacktoberfest and how can you contribute in the Hacktoberfest? First of all, the registration should be done between 26 September and October 31. Okay. For being its participant, you must register yourself using GitHub ID on the official website of Hacktoberfest. Registrations were started obviously from 26 September and it will end to 31 October, and Hacktoberfest will also end at the date of 31 October. After that, what you have to do, you have to search the projects on GitHub in which you can contribute. Actually, in GitHub, there are repositories which have their own issues, and if you see that you can solve the issues of that repository, then you can make the change to that project and ask the maintainer of the project to see your by creating a pull request. If a maintainer likes your change and if your change is accessible by his or her project, then uh, then your change to the project would be merged. Okay, and we will tell you in the further in this session that how can you contribute, how can you pull requests, and what are PRs. We will give you a practical observation of that. Okay. um okay, after that, in the once your PR is merged to the project, then you will be awarded with a 1 point. You have to for that you have to wait for 7 days so that the team of Hacktoberfest can check the validity of that repository, and yeah, after that you will be rewarded with 1 point. In the similar way, you have to complete at least 4 PRs. Okay, you have to complete at least 4 PRs, only then you would be we can say that you have completely participated in the Hacktoberfest. And if you complete 4 PRs and all are accepted, and if you are among the top 40,000 contributors, then you should be rewarded with swag of Hacktoberfest 2022, in which there is a t-shirt having a print of largest open source festival name, or there is an eco-friendly option also in which a tree will be planted in on the behalf of your name. Now I would like to call Yash Goel sir, who will show you practically how can you make PRs and how are you going to use GitHub, and how can you first search for the projects for coders and non-coders both, and how to make PRs and merge requests. So now I leave the floor for Yash Goel sir.
थैंक यू चंचल, थैंक्स अ लॉट. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, गुड इवनिंग. मुझे लग रहा है बहुत ज्यादा थ्योरी हो गई है, सब सो गए हैं, तो मैं ज्यादा बातें नहीं करूंगा, जस्ट आपको दिखाना चाहूंगा जिससे थोड़ा आपको ही मजा आए. गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन. सो चंचल, प्लीज स्क्रीन शेयर ऑफ कर दीजिए. थैंक यू. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आई एम गोना शो यू लाइक हाउ टू मेक अ अकाउंट ऑन गिटहब. सबसे पहले तो वही है, हमें सारा ओपन सोर्स गिटहब पे तो करना है अपना. Okay, so am I visible? Yeah, I'm visible. So like this is the GitHub, just github.com, and we are starting from here. अब हमें यहाँ अकाउंट बनाना है. अगर किसी का अकाउंट है तो जस्ट जाके साइन इन कर सकते हैं, बट हमें यहाँ अकाउंट बनाना है. Then I will go for sign up for GitHub. Now I am going. GitHub is loading, and it's like a very cool website. आपको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा इसमें. Like अब मैं कोई भी डमी ईमेल डाल देता हूँ, like yash@gmail.com. Simple. then it will ask me for a password, maybe invalid or already taken. Okay, randomly कुछ भी email. Okay, now I have to make a password. Now I am making a password. Okay, so in the password you have to include three things: a lowercase letter, uppercase letter, and a number. Are you guys done with this talk? Like, you have to make it with a lowercase letter, uppercase letter, and a number. Then it will accept your password. Okay, and now I'm gonna make a username. YG anything आगे like okay, like it is available. Okay, now I wanna receive updates. Now it will ask me for a puzzle. Spiral Galaxy. Could you guys help me find this? I don't know about spiral galaxies. Anyone up? Last one. Okay, thank you. It's one more. Any more suggestions? You are seeing the pic, right? Okay, fourth one. Thank you. Now I can create my account. But like I have made some dummy email, so it will send a verification code to me. Okay, let's go back to our GitHub. Let me just go to my GitHub account. So now we have made an GitHub account. Now we have to log in it. So this is how our GitHub account looks in starting. That's how you are gonna open the GitHub account. Now, HacktoberFest. Firstly, I'm gonna make you log in on every platform. Then I will make you know about pull request. Now this is HacktoberFest.com, the site of the best festival of October for developers and non-developers also. Just for okay. So now I have to register on HacktoberFest. There are two options to register on HacktoberFest. First is through GitHub and second is through GitLab. We haven't gotten a GitHub account, so I'm just gonna go there and it will ask me for my credentials. Okay, so it just made me enter as I have my GitHub account logged in, then it will just make me go there by default. So are you okay, or should I? Okay, let's make me do this to you. GitHub. Now it will ask me for my credentials. Okay, so you all are seeing that it is asking me for my credentials because I was logged out of my account. I am just gonna log in it, both please. So I am here in my HacktoberFest profile and my GitHub profile. So is there any doubt regarding the login section? If yes, then please make me know. No. Thank you. Now I am gonna. Okay. Good. Now HacktoberFest. अब हमें HacktoberFest में कंट्रीब्यूट करना है. नॉर्मली कंट्रीब्यूशन अगर हमें किसी भी कहीं पे भी करना है, अगर हमें कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन, सपोज करो मेरे को जावास्क्रिप्ट से रिलेटेड करना है. आई एम जस्ट गोना जावास्क्रिप्ट हियर. And you can see like there are multiple repositories and I can go to just like issues and you can see there are multiple issues. Like I can open this one. Oh, sorry. This issue has been closed. They all have been closed. Like in this file, you can see there are multiple issues. These are called issues. There is a code section and then issues section. The pull request section, I'm going to talk about it later. The issues section. You can see there are multiple issues. Like I can go to anyone. There is issue fetch catch errors ask tray. It is some related to JavaScript we don't know about it, leave it. But it's a issue. And if like I want to work on this issue, I can just type a message here, please assign this issue to me, and then it will be okay. Like I can comment it, and yeah, this is the comment. If the author finds me like I am useful for this project, then he will assign me, and I can work on this. So about Hacktoberfest, particularly about Hacktoberfest, you have to go like this, not just like search for it as it is Hacktoberfest. You have to first type label, and then you can type Hacktoberfest. So why I am doing so? Wait. I'm just gonna just a second. Okay, so like for particularly Hacktoberfest, you have to type like this: label colon Hacktoberfest. And why I am doing so? Like in Hacktoberfest, there is clearly written like your PR will only be accepted if the label is Hacktoberfest or Hacktoberfest accepted. So you can also write Hacktoberfest or you can write Hacktoberfest accepted. Just these two labels, not anyone else. Just like this. Now I have typed this. I got some issues. Now I want to work on someone. Like I can go to anyone. Like just okay, go to this one. It's already been solved. Okay. So I can just go to issues. So there are 7 issues in this repository. And the issue is asking about CSE department syllabus needed from 7th semester. I can go to just we have to add some syllabus. So it's not a coders project. It's a documentation project. So people are asking like, if we are a developer, then only we can contribute. No, you can only contribute. You can also contribute documentation. I am gonna just make a file here and add some semester syllabus and just add it. Then I can like make a pull request. I can make a contribution just from my documentation. No code at all. I didn't code it at all. Okay, now I can also like you can see all these issues have an label Hacktoberfest accepted, Hacktoberfest accepted, Hacktoberfest accepted, Hacktoberfest accepted. These repository would be seen by Hacktoberfest only, and not anyone else. I can also choose the languages here. Like I want a C++, I want Python, I want JavaScript, any language. Just go to this. Okay. I got C++ issues like create Cartesian tree sorting. If anyone knows that, like you can make that. And you can also find multiple issues here. Like this one is related to Hacktoberfest. You have to just write some code here for coders and non-coders. And whenever you make a pull request, it's been shown on the Hacktoberfest profile. Like for me, like it's showing many of them. I've made many contributions right now. So yeah. Any doubt like how to search for Hacktoberfest? Anyone up? सब सो गए. No doubts. Okay then. I will now tell you about how to make a pull request. Okay, let's go to some repository, some of my repositories in which I can make a pull request. Like I find any repository. Okay. Like so, I have gone to this issue. I go to this issue and I ask this, like, please assign this issue to me. And it will be like if he accepts me or not. What can I do until then is like I can just fork this repository. For contributions, you have to fork the repository. I'm gonna fork it. I have already made a fork. You just have to create a fork. Now the same repository is in my branch now. वो पूरी रिपोजिटरी मेरे पास आ गई है. अब मुझे यहाँ जो भी मैं करूंगा वहां कुछ नहीं होगा, बट मेरे यहाँ होगा जो भी होगा. अब लाइक मैं इसमें कुछ भी, अब मेरे को कोई फाइल ऐड करनी है, मैं जस्ट जाऊंगा ऐड फाइल पे करूंगा. दो ऑप्शंस हैं, क्रिएट न्यू फाइल या अपलोड फाइल. मेरे को अपलोड करनी है क्योंकि मैंने अपने वहां कर रखा है. आई एम जस्ट गोना गो देयर, चूज माय फाइल, anything like I'm gonna just go to next, like okay, go to this one, Kotlin over Java. It's gonna upload. I can message here like I have Kotlin Java updated. That's it. Now I can commit my thing. If you want anything like आपको कुछ और डालना है, extended description, वो आप डाल सकते हैं. ये आपका commit हो जाएगा. अब इसमें दो options हैं हमारे पास commit करने के. ये हम कर रहे हैं, हम अपनी branch में डाल रहे हैं, हम अपने डिपॉजिट में कर रहे हैं, जो भी कर रहे हैं उसके वहां कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. मैं इसे डायरेक्टली मेन ब्रांच में भी कर सकता हूं, मैं इसके लिए एक नई ब्रांच भी बना सकता हूं. देयर आर टू ऑप्शंस. लाइक आई कैन कमिट देम. आई हैव कमिटेड. ओके, मैंने यहाँ Kotlin over Java फाइल डाल दी है. एंड यू कैन फाइंड इट हियर एक्चुअली. ओके, दिस वन you can find it here. I have all updated it. मेरी रिपोजिटरी में ये वाली फाइल आ गई है, बट अब मुझे उसकी फाइल में कंट्रीब्यूशन करना है ना. ये इशू मैंने अपने लिए थोड़ी ना सॉल्व करा है, मैंने तो सामने वाले बंदे के लिए करा है. आई एम जस्ट गोन, यहाँ पे एक मैसेज लिखा आ रहा है, दिस ब्रांच इज 1 committed 5 commit behind. So I am just gonna go and just click on contribute. यहाँ आपको एक ऑप्शन दिख रहा है, open pull request. I'm just gonna click there. And this is the option create pull request. मैं नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि उसने नहीं कहा तुमसे करने के लिए. create pull request पे करूंगा, उसकी ब्रांच में ऑप्शन आ जाएगा. मैं आपको दिखाया तुम pull request कैसे आती है. Like okay, just go to there. I have made a pull request with this commit. This is the message I have written. ATM program edit. फिर उनका रिप्लाई आया, looks good to me. Let me check if there is any plagiarism. फिर उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि हमें सही है प्रोग्राम आपका, प्रोवाइड रेलेवेंट स्क्रीनशॉट्स. मैंने करा, स्क्रीनशॉट वगैरह डाले, एंड उसके बाद देखो क्या आया है. लाइक ये वाली मर्ज नहीं हुई है अब तक, ये वाली ब्रांच अभी तक मर्ज नहीं हुई है. मर्ज हमारा जो रिपोजिटरी का ओनर होता है वो करता है कि लाइक अगर कुछ है सही तो वो मर्ज करेगा, वरना नहीं करेगा. सपोज करो मैंने एक रिपोजिटरी बनाई है और चंचल कुछ मर्ज करना चाह रही है, लाइक कुछ भी अनयूजुअल कंटेंट, तो अगर वो मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगेगा तो मैं मर्ज नहीं करूंगा, मैं अपने प्रोजेक्ट में नहीं डालूंगा. एंड सेम टाइम पर अगर उन्हें कुछ लीगल कंटेंट कुछ अच्छा मेरी वेबसाइट के लिए कर रही है, कुछ भी मेरे प्रोजेक्ट के लिए अच्छा कर रही है, तो मैं उसे मर्ज कर दूंगा. सिंपल. That's how GitHub works. Like I can also show you merge request. Like this one. This one was merged. Merge case or this one I wrote the message और उन्होंने मेरी merge commit को merge कर दिया. अब उनकी ब्रांच में भी ये दिखेगा जो मैंने करा है. Like you can see merge case sorted list. There would be a this one. This is the file I have merged. It's not my repository. So that's how you make a pull request. Pull request अगर एक बार दोबारा बतानी हो तो आप बता सकते हैं. उसके बाद मैं दिखाता हूँ HacktoberFest की साइट पे भी क्या क्या होता है, किस किस टाइप के इशू आ सकते हैं आपको. Any issues? Okay then. Now मैंने वहाँ पुल रिक्वेस्ट करी है, मेरी कुछ मर्ज हुई हैं, कुछ नहीं हुई हैं. जितनी पुल रिक्वेस्ट करी है सब यहाँ आएंगी. अब यहाँ 3-4 टाइप के तरीके होते हैं. लाइक मैंने पुल रिक्वेस्ट मारी, वो मेरी मर्ज हो गई, उस पे HacktoberFest का लेबल भी था. देन HacktoberFest आपको कहेगा कि आप 7 दिन वेट करिए, टाइमर चला देगा आपके यहाँ कहेगा 7 दिन वेट करिए. अगर 7 दिन में वो प्रोजेक्ट रहता है और आपकी रिक्वेस्ट मर्ज रहती है, देन वी विल एक्सेप्ट योर पुल रिक्वेस्ट. मेरा 2 दिन हो गया इस पुल रिक्वेस्ट को. ऐसे ही आपको 4 वो करना है, आपकी 4 पुल रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट होनी चाहिए, तो ही आपका HacktoberFest कंट्रीब्यूटेड माना जाएगा, आपका HacktoberFest कंप्लीटेड माना जाएगा. अब उसके अलावा लाइक दिस वन इनवैलिड, ये कब होता है? लाइक मैंने कुछ मर्ज किया, सामने वाले जो ऑनर था रिपोजिटरी का, उसे पुल रिक्वेस्ट अच्छी नहीं लगी, देन ही विल मेक माय पुल रिक्वेस्ट टू बी इनवैलिड. अगर वो रिक्वेस्ट इनवैलिड होगी तो वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं होगी. थर्ड थिंग, नॉट एक्सेप्टेड. इसका मतलब है कि मैंने अपना पुल रिक्वेस्ट डाली है, दिस वन आई एम गोना शो यू राइट हियर. ये मैंने पुल रिक्वेस्ट डाली है, बट ये अब तक ऑनर ने एक्सेप्ट नहीं करी है, उसको अच्छा नहीं लगा जो भी है, बट उसने एक्सेप्ट नहीं करी है. दिस वाज द टाइटल, चेंज बैकग्राउंड कलर टू एक्वा एंड स्टिल ओपन. ये अभी तक ओपन है, ये अभी तक नहीं हुई है. 2 दिन पहले ओपन हुई थी, नहीं हो रहा है. फोर्थ वन, एक्सक्लूडेड. इसका मतलब है आपने जब करा था, ये प्रोजेक्ट था, HacktoberFest था इसमें, बट किसी पर्टिकुलर रीजंस की वजह से इस प्रोजेक्ट को हटा दिया गया है, तो अब ये प्रोजेक्ट नहीं है, अब ये एक्सक्लूड हो गया है, तो आपकी ये रिक्वेस्ट बेकार हो गई है. तो अगर मैं देखूं तो मेरी स्टार्टिंग में 4 हो गई थी, मैं इसके बाद छोड़ सकता था, बट अगर मैं छोड़ देता, मैं बाद में चेक ही ना करता, तो मेरी एक्सक्लूडेड हो गई, एक नॉट एक्सेप्टेड हो गई, तो मेरा HacktoberFest कंप्लीट नहीं माना जाता. तो आप इस बात का ध्यान रखें, सिर्फ 4 मत करिए और रोज चेक करिए. 4 से ज्यादा करेंगे तो ज्यादा चांस है. एंड फर्स्ट 40,000 पार्टिसिपेंट्स को बहुत कूल स्वेक्स मिलते हैं. लाइक नाउ मैं अभी की बता देता हूँ, मेरे पास 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, मैंने 7 रिक्वेस्ट डाल रखी है इस समय, जस्ट कि मेरा अच्छा हो, HacktoberFest अच्छा जाए सबका. ओके, सो नाउ एनी प्रॉब्लम इन दिस? कुछ भी दोबारा करके बताना, मैं बता सकता हूँ. So all clear? Thank you then. You can ask any your doubts. We are here. Which files? You can open your mic and ask. Oh, that's only a documentation. Okay, let me open it for you. Yeah, sure, Anam. First, let me show. So it's been merged, and this is the file Kotlin over Java. Just a documentation, pure documentation. I have contributed as a non-coder and coder both. Yes, you can do both kind of contribution. Merge request. Just first, I am going to fork the repository. I have forked it already, so I'm going to fork. Now, I have added a file. Suppose I have added a file through create new file or upload files. Now this message is going to show here. One commit ahead, this message. Are you all seeing it? Just then click on contribute and open pull request. And that's how I'm gonna create pull request. The pull request is created, so I have to close it. And are you good from this, or should I explain again? Okay then. Any more doubts? If any more doubts, you can ask. कंट्रीब्यूट सब करना. ओपन सोर्स अच्छा होता है, मतलब लाइक तुम्हारे कंट्रीब्यूशंस बढ़ेंगे. गिटहब प्रोफाइल पे हमेशा रहेगा कंट्रीब्यूशन. तुम अपनी डेवलपर प्रोफाइल गिटहब प्रोफाइल से ही दिखाते हो, तो काफी अच्छा लगेगा. कंट्रीब्यूशंस रहेंगे और ग्रीन डॉट्स बन के आते हैं, तो सबको अच्छा लगता है. वो सब अच्छा होता है. कंट्रीब्यूशन जरूर करना है. 2FH में पार्टिसिपेशन जरूर करना. हाउ टू चेक इफ द इशू इज क्लोज्ड? It will not show like it will show the issue is merged. Issues. Okay, this one is not closed. Just I'm gonna show you this one. If you go to issues, there are 5 open issues and there is a 2 closed issues. This one. So you are seeing these issues has been closed and these issues has been open. These issues are open. Are you clear, Vaibhav? Thank you, Virendra, Aditi, and Jashwant. Thank you all. Any more doubts? I am open.
Okay. Thank you very much, Yash.
Thank you all. Thank you, Chantal. Thank you,
I
GDSC.
hope. Yeah. I hope everybody's doubts are clear now, and you all can contribute without any doubt. And even then, if you have any doubt, and you can contact us at any moment in whole month. Okay.
Our mail and number are already with you, I think. A good pull request of how much lines of code? It doesn't matter. आपको वो एक लाइन का कोड कहने के लिए भी बोल सकता है, या आपको पूरी प्रॉब्लम भी सॉल्व करा सकता है, या आपसे पूरा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन में एक लाइन भी चेंज करा सकते हैं, पूरा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन बनाने के लिए भी कह सकता है. इट डजंट मैटर. वो आपके जो ऑथर है उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि वो आपको कैसा चाहता है आपसे चेंज.
Raj, are you clear now?
Thank you.
Anybody else can ask the doubts?
Thank you, Anam.
Okay then. Then
Okay,
thank you
then.
very much.
Bye bye. Good night to all of you.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you.
Okay, all the best to all of you to contribute in the Hacktoberfest, and I hope for good for all of you to get the amazing swag of Hacktoberfest 2022. And thank you to the team and Piyush also. He also gave a great contribution to the PPT of Hacktoberfest session. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Piyush sir.